Maybe you were right, maybe I was wrong, but I've been silent for far too long. Maybe you were right, maybe I should go, but I've been silent for far too long. What will it take to rip the heart from your head? What will it take? What will it take to rip the heart from your head?
I've been dying to finally play a complete gig and try out one of these portable column PA systems, and well, we just did it, and I'm going to share my first time experience with you in this video. So I played through the Electro-Voice, and I apologize, I don't recall the exact model, but I know it's one of the earlier models. So I had my live solo gig here at the Florida State Fair, which that's my first time playing at the Florida State Fair as well. And this system, the Electro-Voice, they call these the portable column PA systems. This was provided by the fairgrounds, by the folks that were managing that event. So first we'll cover the high-level specs and features of the system. Of course, I will let you hear some live music so you can be the judge and tell me what you think it sounds like. Lastly, at the end of the video, I'm going to tell you my first impression and how this might change things going forward for my live solo gigs. All right, so this is my little stage here. And this is the EV system I'm playing through, one of those portable systems. These are pretty cool. You got your sub down here, and then you've just got your main speaker here. Very simple, covers a lot of ground. You can press this, and then you can go through like mode, speech, club. So we leave it on live for this. Sub level, had to turn that down a little bit. Treble, I leave all this flat because I'm using my own effects. You do have some effects here. The problem with the effects, that would be on all channels here. So what we did, Soundman, input 1, we're using this little Behringer board. Of course, you know, I've got my two guitars here, got the Martin here, and got the Telly here. Usual suspects there. I brought my own mic, and of course mic stand. And I just brought all my effects here, what you guys saw in the last video. My Pod Go. That's all my guitar sounds in there, and that one little pedal. And I've got my looper and my vocal effects, just me singing today. And I did bring an extra power strip, so that's always a good thing to bring.
I said to the man, "Are you trying to take me? Because I come from the land of liberty." He said, "Do you come from a land down under? I just died in your arms tonight. It must have been something you said. I just died in your arms tonight. I understand about indecision. I don't care if I get behind. People living in competition. All I want is to have my peace of mind.
And real quick, guys, I'm here with the Todd Kuhl, owner of Kuhl One Management. He is responsible for getting me here playing at the fair, so I do want to say thank you on camera here, dude.
Absolutely. Thank you for coming out.
Really appreciate
Always
you, man.
good. Always good to see you, man.
You too, man. And by the way, Todd is the one who also books me for Keel and Curley, which we are at the Keel and Curley tent here at the State Fair. So if you are a venue owner in the Florida area, or if you manage a bar, venue, or something like that, and you guys need quality live music, reach out to Todd. I will have his link in the description of this video.
Awesome. Thank you, man. I appreciate it.
Yes, dude.
I had to steal it back to its rightful owner.
Oh, yeah. Hey, dude, thanks for selling that to me, by the way, because this has been a cool guitar.
Yeah. You know, if you ever sell it, it comes back to me.
This guitar, this telly here, stays in the family for sure. So,
definitely.
Anyway, Brian came out to hear some live music. We try to support each other when we're not playing out, so here we are.
When our schedules sync up, right?
Yes. Let's get some more food.
I agree.
Another huge thanks to the folks at Keel and Curley Winery. You guys know I play there like twice a month. I'm there like the first Wednesday of the month and then the third Friday of the month. That's my 2023 schedule there. And huge thank you to Todd Kuhl for getting me this gig at the fair. Again, I was playing at the Keel and Curley event stage at the Florida State Fair. So this is a really, really cool experience. Also, a tremendous shout out to Mark, one of the sound engineers there at the fair. He helped me properly set up the Electro-Voice system. I had it on stage in the beginning and it was kind of sounding weird. I'm like, okay, but he's like, okay, no, we need to put this off the stage, kind of in front of you. So that just changed everything for me. And of course, at first I was plugged in. I had my mic, you know, my vocal effects and my guitar effects, had those cables plugged into channel 1 and channel 2, which is fine. That's how these systems are designed to be used. However, he had that Behringer board, and I guess he had some special EQ going there, so it just made everything sound better. So Mark, thank you so much for that. Really cool experience, guys. You know, we rolled into that place with really minimal equipment. Of course, I brought my guitars, brought my effects and all that good stuff. I always bring my own mic. I like to bring my own mic stand. They had a mic stand, but I always bring mine. I've got that K&M mic stand, and it's just a very durable stand. My Sweetwater rep, Ben Porter, he recommended that because I had one of those other stands. I think it was an on-stage stands. And look, those are great for, you know, I guess playing every now and then, but when you're gigging 2 and 3 times, sometimes more each week, like I'm doing, you need gear that's going to hold up. So I didn't mean to go down that tangent, but anyway, that's why I bring a lot of my own gear, even if I know they're providing some of that. So that's just a live gig tip for you guys. Doesn't mean you have to bring everything. I did not bring my speakers, my board, or any of my PA gear, which brings me to this point of using this Electro-Voice system. I was worried that it wouldn't sound as good as my PA speakers. I've got Electro-Voice speakers, by the way. You guys have seen my setup in several videos. By the way, if you're interested in playing live solo gigs and you're just getting started or just need some more tips, I've got a complete tutorial. Go check that out after this video. But in any case, I've been setting up for what I feel like is a full band, and it's just me. I mean, my wife sings with me some too, but you know, it's like, okay, well, can I reduce this in any way? Because we're just having to carry so much equipment, set up, tear down. And again, when you're playing out 2 and 3 times a week, it does kind of weigh on you night after night. So I'm looking for ways to reduce without reducing the quality, of course, where I can. And now that I've played through several of these systems, again, my good friend Brian, you saw him, he was taking off with my telly, which used to be his telly. So he's got the JBL system. I've played through that, went over to his house, played through that. You guys saw me jamming with Andres Collin in Sarasota. That was several videos back. Metal guitar player plays with a Spanish guitar player. Had a lot of fun doing that. Well, we played through his Bose system. I think it's the Bose L1 Pro or something like that. I've got another good friend of mine who goes by a Traveling Gentleman. He plays with the Bose system. Mallory Moyer, she plays with 2 of these Electro-Voice systems with her band, and for most of her solo stuff she plays with just one of them. So all that said, I say all that to say this, a lot of really, you know, like high quality musicians that are out there doing this, many of them doing it for a living, are playing with these systems. So to me, that says something about the quality, obviously. But I'm finally glad I got to play through one for an actual gig. Again, the fair provided this system, so I was really just ecstatic. I'm like, okay, I finally get to try one of these out. Of course, you're nervous. It's like, okay, well, what if it doesn't sound like I want it to sound? You know, you have all these thoughts coming in your head. But let me know in the comments what you thought about the sound. And just so you know, this was not a direct recording, which I think that was obvious. We recorded these on just our iPhones. My wife and I, we took different segments from our iPhones. No special mics or anything like that. So hopefully that gave a decent representation. But yeah, I'd love to know your thoughts. And if you guys play through an Electro-Voice system or any of these portable column PA systems, please leave me your thoughts. Leave me your experiences so that we can all read those. I'd love to know your thoughts. I am on the fence, like almost about to tip over to the other side of the fence there to getting one of these things. And I do like the Electro-Voice. To be honest, I don't think that I have a favorite. You know, I played through this again, you know, through a whole gig, a 3-hour set. I played an hour, took an hour break, played an hour, so forth. That's how they had it set up at the fair. A lot of the gigs, like the fair, I play at SeaWorld, a lot of those gigs are like, you play a set, you take a break as long as that set was, and so forth. They want to keep people kind of moving. They don't want people, in other words, sitting there listening to you play all day. They want to keep them moving throughout the fair and the parks and all that, because that generates revenue, which makes sense. Just some, you know, some tidbit of information there. But in any case, I'm seriously thinking about grabbing one of these systems and just ditching the PA. I'll still have to keep my soundboard because there are I would say about a fourth of the venues that I play at, they have their own system that I just plug directly into. So I'll need my soundboard for that and probably hang on to one of my speakers to use as a monitor. So in any case though, I may ditch everything else and just go with one of these systems, because again, the simplicity of setting this up, and it just takes such a load off of all of that, having to bring extra gear and all that stuff. So anyway, I'd love to know your thoughts. If you have one, how did it sound to you and so forth? Leave me your comments, guys, and I will be putting some more live solo tips out there for you guys, along of course with my metal guitar tips. I think the next video, or maybe the one after that, will be a metal guitar lesson, so that's coming out soon, guys. And thank you guys for watching my videos, for supporting what I do. I hope this video was helpful. Hey, please give this a like and make sure you subscribe to the channel. I will see you on the next video. Until then, always keep playing music.